Lupa nila yun, boss. Sasabi mo lang dito kanina, magbibigay kayo ng incentive dun sa mga maglalagay ng roof ng solar. Itong katutubo, hirap na hirap pa tayong tulungan yung katutubo natin.
Marami po sa mga kababayan natin, nagpapa-install na lang ng solar without actually acquiring a building permit. Kasi yung solar is ipapatong sa taas na bubong. And then they would have to consider the structural integrity of these are homes. People actually live here. So if something happens, babagsak. So that's why it's required for them to apply first for a building permit.
Standard na weight ng isang solar panel. Kasi kung computed naman yun, kung alam nila, dapat madaling mag-issue eh. So titingnan niya yung load-bearing capacity ng bahay. Eh kung gawa lang ng sawali, hindi ka pwedeng maglagay ng yero dyan para maglagay. Hindi pwede.
For the
Alam mo na,
Department of
sige.
Interior and Local Government, we would like to underscore the importance of ensuring meaningful LGU participation in renewable energy development. Therefore, as to Senate Bill 1807, we oppose no objection as to the proposed amendments on revenue sharing and as well as the proposed requirements for the endorsement of concerned sanggunian before the execution of renewable energy operating contracts. And however, it is recommended that there be clear guidelines as to governing the computation, release, and utilization of such shares, just so we can strengthen the monitoring and accountability mechanism of these funds once it's already been given to the LGUs. And then as the proposed measures aimed for streamlining and permitting process, we would just like to clarify, Madam Chair, as to the misconception that it is the LGU's fault kung bakit natatagalan. Because with the current issued JMC, which is recently issued, meron po talaga kang strictly nakalagay na this JMC only applies if the existing application already has a building permit. Apparently, marami po sa mga kababayan natin, nagpapa-install na lang ng solar without actually acquiring a building permit. Kasi na-raise na rin to with DPWH, bakit nila nire-require ang building permits? It's because yung solar is ipapatong sa taas na bubong. And then they would have to consider the structural integrity of these are homes. People actually live here. So if something happens, babagsak. So that's why it's required for them to apply first for a building permit before they apply for a net metering application. What happens right now is old homes install solars and then wala pala silang mga building permit. So once nag-apply sila sa LGU, hahanapan sila, nasa na yung building permit ninyo. And because of that, akala nila hindi streamlined ang documents. It's because the LGU will require them more documents for them to apply for a building permit for their installation of the solar panels. And then syempre pag the house is actually hindi sufficient yung integrity nila, this is all technical matters, di lalong hahaba na naman yung list of documents that they will need to submit in order to apply for the net metering. Kaya po siya tumatagal, ma'am. So that's one of the issues that we would like to clarify na hindi talaga, as to the streamlined, these may permits talaga na ito lang po talaga ang list of documents na hihingin ni LGU. But apparently because there is a lack of a building permit prior to the installation of a solar panel, that yun, dumadami ang list of documents at hindi na nagrereklamo sila na ba't dami, ito lang yung ni-require sa MC in the first place. Yan, ma'am.
I appreciate that clarification. In this summary provided by my committee to me, and I read this earlier, it says LGU approvals within 3 working days. It introduces the deemed approved mechanism. This is the DOE circular in 2026. So I'm guessing this is what you're referring to kasi it requires 3 days approval. But we all know that building permits don't take that quickly because you literally need the inspector from the LGU to check. And of course, if you give it like on a Monday, you can't be assured that Tuesday mapupuntahan. So kung hindi pa kasama dito, kung kasama na dito sa 3 days yung building permit, baka hindi kaya. So can we get a comment from DOE because this is your circular?
Ma'am, actually, ma'am, that circular or advisory that we issued that is in
This
answer.
January yata, but this year,
Actually,
2026. The DC 2026-01.
This is in an offshoot from the circular, ma'am. So it presupposes that they already have a building permit. So
Okay.
the other the other requirements that have several days is already that
Is
they
that clear from the circular? Because like even me, is it clear from the circular that
Yes,
it
ma'am. The
presupposes that
circular
there's a
reads
building
that
permit?
the circular only applies to those who already have a
Have a
building
building
Yes,
permit
yes.
naman.
Yes,
Okay, but the impression with the public is natatagalan. That's
Yes,
why you're
ma'am.
clarifying.
Yes, ma'am.
Oo. Yeah, I understand. So maybe that can be clarified kasi napakasimple naman ng sinabi mo, madali naman intindihin, 'di ba? For safety naman din talaga.
That's
So,
also one of our comments is also for capacity building and information talaga. The public needs to know bakit kailangan ng building permit, bakit kailangan ang daming permit for kasi lalo na with those with old structures. Napagawa ko na yung bahay, may building permit na ako for this, bakit kailangan ko ng
That's
another
exactly
permit?
what came to my
Yes.
mind because I'm not
Yes,
an
ma'am.
engineer and I don't know anything like, may building permit na yan, ano pa ba kailangan
Yes,
nyo?
exactly.
But I'm just curious. I understand when you say for the old structures, no? But is there a way to predetermine based on kunyari, every home built of concrete as of this date, alam na natin na structurally sound yan for solar because I don't even know how heavy it is or it's really a case-to-case basis. I mean, I need a what kind of engineer to answer my question.
Madam Chair, sino ba ang acceptable na mag-i-inspect o mag-i-issue ng permit? Yung building official ba sa
Yeah.
municipality?
Yeah.
Yun lang, okay na yun.
Oh, yun
Ilan ba
naman.
yung standard na weight ng isang solar panel? Kasi kung computed naman yun, kung alam nila, dapat madaling mag-issue eh. So titingnan niya yung load-bearing capacity ng bahay. Kung gawa lang ng sawali, hindi ka pwedeng maglagay ng yero dyan para maglagay. Hindi pwede. Alam ng building official, it should be madali dapat, di ba? Alam niya yung bigat ng panels. At ilan ba ilalagay? 10, 5, 3 lang. Di ba dapat na yun, standardized para alam kagad ng building official?
The solar panel to follow up yung point ni Senator Marcoleta, even the what do you call them, the distributors of solar panels would know na hindi naman niya pwedeng ibenta yan sa bahay na gawa sa NIPA. Although pwede naman itayo yun separately, di ba? Basta may tatamaan ng araw, no? So, I don't know, I'm just saying baka may standards tayong madedevelop to expedite the process. Just yun lang naman yung point natin, to expedite without compromising safety.
Yes, ma'am, Madam Chair. Based on the consultation meetings that we conducted in the formulation of the memorandum circular, usually our building officials in the local government units, they have a presumption on the structural integrity of the structures within 15 years. So because the 15-year period is the liability of the contractors over the structure that they built. So after this 15-year period, the building officials are now more cautious in requiring building permit. So if the structure does not is already beyond the 15-year period, then they may require a separate building permit just for the application of the net metering installation. Because under this net metering joint memorandum circular, there is no more requirement for the building permit, but only electrical permit. And then after the installation, the only permit that will be applied is the certificate of final electrical inspection. And those permits will no longer be considered as an original permit, but will be an ancillary permit to the building permit if they do not qualify to the caveat in this joint memorandum circular that they are existing structure with validly issued building permit. The legal basis of this provision is the National Building Code of the Philippines, which requires alteration in the structure for the building permit. So the installation of net metering is considered as an alteration which requires the building permit from the local government unit. So this is actually the compromise that we had with the DPWH and the Philippine Association of Building Officials when we conducted the consultation meetings, Madam Chair.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I think if I may suggest, ma'am, the real cause of delay is the inspection. I mean, really, we cannot compromise safety, no? And everything is done through as-built plans. If there is an as-built plan of a certain house or a certain applicant, the real cause of delay, really, basing it from the feedback from the electric cooperatives, is the schedule of inspection, which we understand, no? Which we understand that in every LGU there are only limited inspectors and hindi lang naman ito ang trabaho nila. So since, ma'am, this is a national project and this will redound to the benefit of the many, I think LGUs, if they can put priority and maybe assign one group just to attend to inspecting applicants for net metering. So there would be no cause of delay in the procurement of this necessary license. We fully understand the load bearing capacity. Everything should be validated, but the problem there is the scheduling of inspection. It will really take time. So since if there would be enough support from the LGU to propagate this national project, I think this will be solved, ma'am.
Sige, go
Madam
ahead,
Chair,
go
I
ahead.
think the contractor or the installer of PV system should be responsible in looking at the as-built plan and coordination with the building official, with the permits and so on and so forth. Para siya na yung titingin lang. Hindi naman niya, yung owner will always rely on the contractor
Yeah,
and
actually-
installer of the PV system.
Actually, Sen, that is the normal. The responsibility to procure licenses and permits will be to the account of the contractor.
Yes.
So it will all depend on kailan may inspect. Kaya siyempre ang building official, Sen, hindi sila pipirma hanggang hindi nila na-inspect, na-validate. So I think that's where the things are being stymied.
So paano natin ma-expedite yung mga building official, LGU, kayo naman ang pagka PV system, dahil nga ito, batas na to, i-require nyo na silang madalian na ito. Yung ibang trabaho nyo, magsakripisyo ng konti, ito, bigyan nyo ng priority. Siguro pagka sinabihan nyo sila ng ganun, yung usual na delay ninyo, medyo
Yes,
bawasan
sir.
na ninyo. Pagka ang pinag-uusapan ng installation ng mga solar panels, PV system in a building or in a home or in any facility, basta bigyan nyo ng priority. So pag sinabi nyo within 3 days kailangan na-inspect yan, sa tingin ko naman,
Yes.
makikinig sila sa inyo.
Yes, and we're already working with ARTA with that in order to actually facilitate really the exact timeline where we can fully implement the same, sir. So we're working with that.
Ilan ba yung ano nila, madam? Kasi kung halimbawa mag-a-apply sa inyo, 10 kaagad, hindi naman yung kayang inspectionin ng 1 week lang yun. Mabusisi rin naman siguro. So, ilan ba usually po yung mga tao ninyo sa LGU na mag-i-inspect and kung halimbawa lahat po magiging interesado rito, baka yan mga inspector kulang kayo. So, problema din yun kung wala po kayong mga tao.
Sir, kasi to be totally honest, not all LGUs are capacitated the same way, considering some are actually not, they don't have their own building official. Some are just designated for that certain LGU. So, tumatawid si building official for that. Kaya in that sense, it's also a question of financing and yun, we will, again, it all boils down to we would need assistance as to financing if we would be providing them their separate plantilla position just to focus on this. So yun po, sir.
Ganito Madam Chair, I think we can do this on a pay as we go along concept. Yung mga talagang LGUs naman na nakaririwa sa, let's say, first class municipalities, yun na muna yung unahin, second class. Pagkatapos hanggang sa nakikita natin, nakakapacitate na natin yung third class, fourth class, fifth class, and sixth class municipalities. Dadating din tayo doon Pero unahin na natin yung more qualified, yung class A. Marami naman yan. Doon pa lamang baka kompleto na yung plato ninyo, baka
Yes,
hindi na
sir.
kayo maganda o gagarin. Basta
Yes.
kailangan, payagan nyo na yung opportunity na ma-undertake natin as soon as possible, starting from those municipalities that are capable to accept and absorb this development. Thank
And
you,
also,
Madam.
in addition po dun, ma'am, we also have a comment as to dun sa installing solar and the use of renewable energy in government offices because a bill also includes LGUs. In this case, our comment here would be that at least phased implementation and not total implementation agad when it comes to LGUs because again, we would have to consider the capacity of each LGU and even how the sangguniang hall looks like and everything. I don't
Yes,
think
ma'am.
that
We will consider that seriously.
yes. Thank you very much. And that's all.